Hey there world, I'm the Courageous Goldfish, and of course you need no introduction, we're doing another haul today. If I, specifically me in this form, look familiar, it is because I have just finished filming my wine and wand hobby video from last week. I should have changed my shirt maybe, but I'm sure you guys don't really care. Anyways, we're getting into it today with a brand new haul. I have a scale figure, a Nendoroid, and some other little bits and bobs to get into that I'm really excited to show you. The first thing we have to address, of course, before we get into like the regular merch, is the fact that Hot Topic just came out with a brand new Sailor Moon collection. Oh my god! I am like half in, half out with American Sailor Moon merch. I keep up with it, of course, just to see if there's anything that interests me, but in general, I am more of like a Japanese-centric Sailor Moon collector. However, this Hot Topic collection got me, and they got me good. Oh my god, these jeans. I love them so much. They're amazing. I tried them on in store, and I was like, yeah, no, I need these. For sure. They are so chic. The wide leg is so flattering. I love them so much. The light wash is something that I wear all the time, so it works really well with the rest of my wardrobe. I, unfortunately, have not run them through the wash cycle yet, so I cannot attest to how well the decals last. I personally will be washing them inside out and not putting them in the dryer just to preserve the life of these jeans because I love them so much and I want to be able to wear them for a long time. I do just want to talk about sizing for a minute for informational purposes. So usually I float anywhere between a 4 and a 5, so I did buy the 25 in these. They are a bit of a baggier fit, as you can tell. They are a wide leg, but even the waist is a little bit bigger than I perhaps would need. With a belt, completely fine. So honestly, what I would say is I would go with your true size because they don't really fit small in my opinion. One thing I would like to note is that they do actually have pretty deep pockets when it's concerned with women's jeans. Obviously, you're not gonna get like a really deep like men's pocket or anything crazy like that, but they are decently big. They are the biggest jean pockets that I have in my jean collection. That's a weird way to put it. But yeah, overall, I think these are really great. I think they're worth it for the price that I paid. I didn't get them on sale. I paid the full price for them, but you can almost always get a sale at Hot Topic, and so I honestly think that they are worth it. Then, of course, oh my god. Okay, so we haven't talked since this was announced, but oh my god, Black Butler Season 4? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We really thought it was never gonna happen, okay? I thought it was dead. I thought it was over. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. And that's why I started reading the manga. Because I was like, I have to know how this ends, okay? And I knew there was a reason that I started reading the manga, okay? And it was specifically to prepare for the release of Season 4. I now strongly believe that, okay? So of course, what am I gonna do except for buy the rest of the series? So that's what I did. If you have been keeping up, I have been collecting the Black Butler series over the past like year or so. I believe in my collection to this point, I had 1 through 23. Volume number 24, of course, has a very snazzy illustration of Midnight. I know the emo girls are gonna eat him up in the new season. Volume number 25, no idea who this man is. I'm not there yet. Volume number 26, which has Agni on the front. No spoilers! People keep telling me I'm gonna be really, really sad and then I'm gonna cry, and I don't wanna cry because I like them so much and I'm afraid. Volume number 27, very snazzy illustration of CL. Volume number 28, of course, with the man Sebastian. Very cool. 29, with this amazing illustration of Ranmao. She is honestly one of my favorite side characters, and I can't explain it because she doesn't really have a lot of development, but like, I don't know, I just like her. I think she's cool. Volume number 30, of course, with Sebastian. 31, with this illustration of like a maid type character. Again, I don't know her name because I'm not that far in, but she's very snazzy and cool. She kind of reminds me of Hannah from the second season of the anime, so I don't know if that's at all relevant, but... And then, of course, volume number 32, with this guy on the front. I don't know who this is, but he kind of, like, his hair reminds me a little bit of Finny. And so I'm afraid that we're getting some really sad servant backstory. So I don't think I'm ready for that. But anyways, very cool. I believe that this is the most recent volume. So as of right now, caught up with my Black Butler collection, which is so exciting. I can't wait to read it. I'm doing my weird little Ami dance because I got a box and we're gonna open the box. So yeah, we really can't do better than that right now, can we? I, yet again, must make apologies to you that I will once again be somewhat unhinged in this video, as I was last week. I just, like, I'm having a time right now. It's Halloween right now, and I'm a cosplayer, and yet still, I could not find it in my heart to get dressed. So we're rocking it in the PJs. We got an Ami box. The postman came. This is the last bit of serotonin I feel I have left. Let's get into it. I don't want you guys to be concerned that I'm like off right now. I'm just going through a lot like in my personal life recently with like jobs and stuff. Your girl has just started her very first like official big girl corporate job. And the job I was working before that was also equally as draining and tiring and like as much of a change and like a drain on energy. So it's just been a really tough couple of months that way, just like adjusting to something new and then immediately uprooting and starting at a whole completely other different environment. So, you know, that's a little bit strange for me, which is why I'm like not quite all there with the faculties, but we've got a beautiful box. This is my August Ami order, and we are gonna have some fun and open it today. I don't even want to say the thought that just came through my mind right now, in fear of it becoming true. Paper, more paper, lots of paper, tons of paper, yeah! Okay, so this was actually one of the only pre-orders that I kept from this year, or like from this upcoming couple of months. I've actually been canceling a lot of stuff recently, just simply because I'm reevaluating, not because I'm quitting or anything. And this was actually one that I knew that I could absolutely not live without. Sometimes when I've been cutting figures, I've been like, okay, well, if it's a lot cheaper later on the aftermarket, then I'll pick her up. But like, I don't want to pay full price. I don't think, you know, like, I don't absolutely need this for my collection. I'm okay with like letting it go to someone else. This one, I was taking zero risks for. I wanted her that bad that I was willing to pay full price for her in a world where most figure releases drop immediately upon release. And that figure is the 1/7 scale Max Factory Racing MIKU 2010. I am so excited. First off the bat, windowless box, which I think is a first for scale figures for me. Actually, no, I'm completely lying, but I was just surprised to see that there is no box on this. A little bit of fear in my brain as I am turning this around because I feel something clinking around, which is always terrifying when you're holding a brand new figure. Okay, confession time. The thing I was gonna say earlier is that the only thing that could ruin this figure for me is if she comes damaged or broken, and I do not like the clinking sound I'm hearing, and I am still hoping and praying that that is not the case, but this would be one hell of a setup for a moment, for a good bit, for a good piece of comedy for later, if that is the case. I almost forgot to tell you that there is another thing in this box. Before we get into this, I'm gonna like edge you a little bit. We cannot forget about him because he is, contrary to popular belief, not the ugly stepson. I'm actually also very excited about this figure as well. Let's just introduce him. This is, of course, the Tamaki Suo Nendoroid. You know I needed to pick this up to heal a part of 14-year-old me's brain, and I'm not gonna apologize for that, okay? I did the good grown-up thing and I did not pre-order all 3 of them, even though my tiny teenage heart desperately desired. So I just stuck to Tamaki. For now anyways, but I'm so super excited. The really funny thing about this year actually is that all of my favorite stuff from when I was like 14 years old is suddenly like a relevant part of my life again, which is a really trippy headspace to be in, I'm not gonna lie, because like there's all this stuff that's happening that's like making my inner teenager happy, and yet I am now a young adult in the workforce, and that's just a very interesting line to ride. So first of all, this figure, I've had him pre-ordered for a while, and like, obviously for obvious reasons, makes my tiny teenage heart very happy. The other thing that makes my tiny teenage heart very happy, Black Butler Season 4? Also, Dan and Phil Games is back? That's gonna mean nothing to a large section of you because I see the kinds of people that comment on my videos, and you guys are like, I wouldn't stereotype you into the box of being people that would have enjoyed Dan and Phil Games during the peak. But just know that that has single-handedly been one of the best things that has happened to me yet this year. So there's that. And then, fourthly, something I've also not talked about on this channel yet, I'm going to MIKU Expo. Oh my god, I'm going to MIKU Expo. I'm so excited I could die. So yeah, here's Tamaki. Really long segue, but let's get into unboxing the MIKU. I believe that I have one other Max Factory figure in my collection, I think, but she is from quite a while ago. My Megarine Luca, she's I think from 2014, so I haven't had the like modern day Max Factory experience yet, I would say, so I'm very excited because it's very highly acclaimed. Secondly, this MIKU is based off of an artist's art that I just absolutely love, and I just ripped the box. Good thing I don't really care about them. God damn, this, what did they make this tape out of? Where was I going? What was I saying? Oh, yes, it's based off of artwork by a very famous MIKU artist that I absolutely loved. So not only is it MIKU, it's also a beautiful piece of art as well from like an original MIKU artist. So that's really special as well. I have also heard that Max Factory sometimes likes to do their 1/7 scales in more of a 1/6 scale. Which, considering what was supposed to be my 1/6 scale figure went so horrifically badly, I'm hoping that's the case. Okay, so I don't know why I always do the body first. Anyways. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so excited. So she did have like a little bit of bubble wrap that was protecting her torso, which is nice to see. She's also got this like plastic bib sort of thing going on around her neck, probably to protect her choker from bleeding onto her neck. There is also a piece of tape, I should show it to you while I'm doing it. There's a piece of tape around her wrist that protects her wrist from her hair. That just makes me feel a lot better that they're like really committed to the customer experience of this figure. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, her arm comes off. Okay, I see. I'm just trying to twist it like a dumbass, but her arm comes out. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh god, I'm so excited. She's amazing. Okay, what I really want to know though is if this figure can lean on her own without the base, because that is going to be a major detolf saver. So I am really hoping that you're not going to fall flat on your face. Please. Oh yeah, we're winning. Oh, this figure is amazing. I love this figure. She is so gorgeous. If you were curious, this is the base. It's a basic acrylic circle with some words on it. Doesn't even have any foot pegs or indentations or anything like that. So I honestly probably will not be using this. However, something that I feel like is pertinent to note if you are also picking up this figure is that they probably give you a base in the first place to prevent like scratching and scuffing and like wearing of the paint on her knees. I am personally going to take the calculated risk not to worry about that because I will be putting her in a detolf, which is a glass surface, so I will not be expecting to have any issues of that sort. Something to think about though if you are going to choose to do this. And here she is. Oh my god, like just look. Even in these absolutely unhospitable filming conditions, she's so gorgeous. Absolutely zero regrets about picking up this figure. I do think you could probably wait for her to drop on the aftermarket. She likely will, but for me, I just needed to have her. I was like, I want her. I need her in my life like yesterday. I will just pay the retail, have her, and not worry about it. So that's how I felt. You now have the luxury of knowing that she's a great figure, and you can now start the bargain hunt. So congratulations, you are probably going to get her for a better price than I did, but I am still absolutely satisfied. She's beautiful. Everything about this figure is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. She is absolutely breathtaking, from the dimension of the shading in her hair, to the way it's sculpted, to the way her face is painted, to the way her outfit has this like metallic sheen to it with so much depth. In terms of scale, she does seem to be closer on par with the 1/7 rather than the 1/6, which honestly is okay because she was advertised as such and we were just making predictions. And she's a beautiful figure regardless, so honestly, I'm not too bothered about that. Honestly, if I wanted to find nitpicks about the quality of this figure, I'd honestly have no notes. She is absolutely masterfully painted. Like, there is not a single line on this figure that I would question at all in any way, shape, or form. She is amazing. I think I understand what people say about Max Factory now because she's so good. Like, she's so good. Her face is adorable. Of course, one of the biggest selling points of this figure. I would say that she does have a little bit less muscle definition than I thought she was going to. But then again, it could just be me, and I might just be like making things up to try to say something other than she's absolutely beautiful. I have impeccable taste. This is an absolutely amazing pickup. I am so glad I own this. Everything about the paint job on this figure is absolutely stellar. Her face, for starters, is extremely clean. I love that. The lines on her headphones are like impeccably painted. The choker, amazing. The armbands, amazing. The decals on her top and her skirt, so good, so crisp, so clean, so perfect. How many different ways can I say that she is absolutely amazing and beautiful and that you should go and pick her up right now? Because you should. She's amazing. She's a great pickup. And then, of course, anticlimactically, we will end it on this Nendoroid. Not to give him any hatred. I'm sure he's probably a really great figure too. He's just like gonna be nowhere near as amazing as that MIKU is, but let's open him. I am like the furthest thing from a Nendoroid girly, and so it takes a lot for me to feel justified in picking up one. And usually that comes down to like goofy facial expressions or like something I want to capture that you could never capture in a scale figure form. There's gotta be a lot that goes into me wanting to pick up a Nendoroid, so that's why it is so rare. However, I still will complain about how much I have to pay for them because I really just like, every time they send me an invoice that has a Nendoroid in it, I kind of just cry on the inside because I hate paying for them. I hate paying for them because I know they're overpriced. Here he is, all deplastified. I'm gonna do a run through later of all the parts and different things that he comes with. Right now does not seem like the best like mental place to be doing it in because I'm kind of, you know, rambling a little bit too much to make it like coherent enough to understand. So I will be putting in that stuff later. But so far I am very pleasantly surprised by the paint job on him. I am now firsthand seeing why you guys like the Orange Rouge Nendoroid so much because I have never really gotten it, but I kind of think I understand. I think this is the pose I'm gonna go with. Isn't he cute? Tell him nice things. He's doing a good job. He turned out so good. I'm so excited. He's so cute. Tamaki here comes with 3 faceplates. A standard stock expression, what I like to call the rich kid pretty boy expression, and a more goofy option. He does also come with 2 pairs of legs, 1 pair of straight legs that have articulation at the knee, and 1 pair of legs that are crossed as though he may be sitting. In terms of arms, he has 1 set of straight arms and standard hands, as well as 3 arm options bent at the elbow and a set of fists. One of the fists is specifically for holding accessories. He comes with a red rose and, of course, the Kuma-chan. I think this accessory was the one that really sold me on buying this Nendo because, come on, how cute is he? In addition to the regular Nendroid stand, he also comes with a red plush chair that can be affixed to his back. Overall, I do think this figure was worth picking up. I'm quite pleased with him. The paint is nice, and I feel like he came with an adequate amount of fun accessories. The only hard part is now convincing myself I don't need a whole set of these, especially because they just announced the twins at the Autumn Lawn Hobby. So I am really fighting with myself because I don't need to buy a whole set of these, but I really want to, and I have no self-control. But honestly, he is really cute, and I am excited to have him in the collection. Hey, hi, it's me again, come to say goodbye to you. I guess that's the haul. As always, thank you so much for watching. We did just recently hit 1.1k subscribers on this channel, which is honestly a milestone I never thought that I would get to. I have owned and been making content on this YouTube channel for like 7 years. Is that embarrassing to admit? On and off, of course, different kinds of content, of course, but honestly, like the figure content, this has been what's like really been making me excited about wanting to make content in a serious form. So thank you so much for all of you that have been watching recently. I really do appreciate all the support. But of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.